Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. I am going to do a Libra reading. I am F on fire right now. So, we're going to use hot energy and get some stuff done. This is just me returning to the collective, what it is given to me. Hopefully facilitating even more growth for the collective. Today we're focusing on just what the general reading for Libra. I'm not asking about any specifics. I just want to know what's up with the Libra camp. If they need any messages from Spirit, Universe, whatever you want to call it. What does Libra need to know right now, in this moment, whenever you find this reading? I do not take dates or time periods. We're just in fall, which means to me that more reflective cards are going to show up. Yin energy, the going inside, understanding one's Emperor in reverse. So either you're standing in that or you're having to face that right now. So what else does the universe want Libra to know about this Emperor in reverse? Okay, Temperance in reverse. Libra. What does Libra need to know right now in the universe? Hey, dang, Libra. How many major arcanas you want in reverse? Darling. Libra. What does the universe need Libra to know other than dingle dangle the half the deck? Okay, so 5 of Wands in reverse. You're not fighting about it. That's probably a good thing. Or maybe you're fighting in a more of a passive way about it. The Fool. Blasted. Horny. What is going... Libra. Did you tip the whole world upside down? No. No. Okay. Well... I had to say yin energy and what's going on behind the scenes. So in your subconscious, you have done either cut your own or someone else's heart out and used the fluids in it to color some sort of thing on the outside of you. Some sort of flesh covering. So you went in deep, right? You went in deep and you brought it to the surface. But it ain't working out so hot. Leaves. Or maybe because of this not working out so hot, you gotta go in deep, pull it out. And maybe this is your feminine unmasculine energies right here, rather than anything to do with the outside world, because the moon card is here. Okay, so maybe this is what's happening on the inside. You tore your own heart out. So you could look pretty in that dress. Because it was just the right color to go with your skin tone. Libra. Okay, so the 5 of Wands, again, a similar color along with Temperance. So you've got 1, 2, 3 here, but very soon, and the Emperor has hints of it. Okay. So what I'm getting from this is you're telling the outside world in every way, shape, and form, on a Pentacles level, on a spiritual level, on a man-made law or knowledge level, on a combative level, and on a new beginning level. Boy, everybody's putting on the brakes. Either a universe is putting on brakes for people, or like, I think it was Sagittarius. I need to start taking notes on this, you guys. This collective, like, energy is very, I need to look closer at the astrology too. Because everybody's, that eclipse moon was trying the sun with Saturn in its home base of Aquarius, which created a trine. So Saturn is all about, so people call it the malevolent, one of the malevolent, whatever. Malefic, I think is what they call it, planets, where it brings up things that are perceived to be unpleasant, but they bring about growth anyway, because it's about assessing your values, what you actually value. What do you value? That's your first card right off the bat. Value. Being very much in reverse right here. Looking at everything. Dumping that freaking crown out and being like, what's really in there? Is it really what I value, or is it what somebody else values? Does it resonate with my heart, or is it just what I've been trained to do? So this is coming out on a huge collective level, and how you're bringing it into balance when we're talking about these energies, it's where the physical meets the spiritual, and where that tire meets the road, right? So your spiritual vehicle, the thing that you call your flesh prison, your vehicle, right? Meets the physical, meets the road. When the rubber that's spinning meets the road, how are you moving and shaking with this? You got everything on hold right here. Everything's on hold. Because, Jesus, okay. Because you did what you were supposed to do, Libra. You followed the instructions to the T, and it didn't work out. It did not work, because you had to rip out your own heart in order to look good on the surface, so all these areas of life would accept you, or you would be quote unquote acceptable for all these areas of life. Holy but Jesus. Okay, Libra, we'll just burn together in that for a hot second. I'm gonna hold some space quick. Take a deep breath. Take a couple deep breaths. Okay, take a couple deep breaths. Okay. So, this moon card is upright. It did come out upright. Okay. Okay. So, you're not letting anything meet the road right now. You're in your subconscious asking yourself why that had to happen when it comes to hierarchies and how we deal with things that we value. Okay, assessing your values, assessing how your values play into the spiritual realm, and then all the stuff that you've learned in your past history, maybe some teachers or some spiritual guidance along the way that's being turned on its head. Oftentimes the Hierophant is like the bishop or the high priest, or the guru, whatever it is. Everything is being turned, like this knowledge has to be reassessed, right? And there's the moon again over here. So really digging deep. You're putting everything on hold until you can understand this energy that you're struggling with right now. So you're not taking any new opportunities. You're not starting any arguments. I told you to get in yin, and everybody seems to be listening and paying attention and following directions. Thank you so much. Because it's not really for me, right? It's kind of for you. Like, I guess in a way it's going to benefit me if the universe at large pays more attention to their yin, right? But I'm just here paying back lovely things that the collective universe has given me. So this is what we're doing right now. We're just going to sit and analyze this and work through it, okay? So you are going to go into this shadow season with more clarity than you've ever had before, Libra. And it's gonna go right to your core. So this is the masculine. You tore out your masculine heart, so you could look good on the outside. Okay. So, little unknown fact about the masculine: they're actually lovely, lovely energies who are very loving. They're very loving. And I think I mentioned this in my yin video, where Aragorn from Lord of the Rings is like the perfect embodiment of masculine yang energy. He's slaughtering orcs to protect his tribe, right? He's just heave-hoeing just vicious savage, right? And then he realized his beloved brethren has fallen, and he immediately goes to his side and is just very much in his heart space, very much in his heart space. Believe it or not, masculine better at getting in their heart space than women are. And masculine versus feminine, I should say. When the feminine is in the feminine power, she or whatever, they are more in their headspace. They're more intellectual creatures. No, I'm gonna piss a lot of people off. Why does that have to be though? Because she's already filled with the emotion. She knows what to do with her emotions. She needs to come forward with it. She needs to this is inherently in a feminine, in a DNA structure matter. She's already got the womb. She's already got the primordial waters, right? The sacred chalice, the cup. Okay, she already has that. So she has to embody a being that is more intellectual, because if she was all this energy right here, it wouldn't be so hot. Just saying. So men tend to be more in their heart space as far as masculine energy goes, because they don't have the primordial waters, right? So this creates what's called like a balance between the two, right? Because if one party is solely embodying all the emotional waters, they're not going to be very like proficient and balanced at doing anything. So that yin energy has to be balanced. So does the masculine. They're go, 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 do, protect, protect, protect. It's coming from a place of love. I wish I had a better picture. Freaking demonstrate masculine, right? Okay, so like, yeah, he's got a big building on his head, but his heart space is also very full and flush and growing. This is like already built, you know. This isn't growing or moving or doing anything, right? This is where his growth is in his heart space. Okay? This is set in stone for him, okay? And I'm not saying he has to have a physical woman behind him, but this creative force usually comes with collaborating, right, with the feminine energy. The masculine and feminine energy collaborating together and coming together in a peaceful way usually creates those forces. And you can do that within yourself. You don't need an outside source, but it is nice if you can hold that space for another and honor them and respect them and hold them sacred. Heck yeah, do it. If not, do what you need to do to get yourself into that space if that's what's in your heart to do. But for right now, you've sacrificed your masculine to get your feminine. That's what I'm getting is going on in your subconscious right now. So you need to give the masculine within you their power back. And that doesn't mean you need to like say, okay, I need to really protect myself here. I need to show off, because that's kind of the masculine thing. Like the masculine traditionally holds the post and then sets the boundaries around the post for the female energy to safely travel around. Okay. Typically. I'm not saying this is always the case. So maybe some sort of masculine energy in your life told you it wasn't safe to roam. It wasn't safe to roam. And if you're alive, you have no choice but to do that. You have to go into the world, right? And so when this possible masculine energy told you, no, that's pretty much the story that you had already pre-written for yourself. And so this masculine energy kind of became, in a way, almost like a... No. Bottom? Okay. Enlightenment. King of Swords. Yeah, like, almost like a... Like they held the key, but they weren't letting it... You're not moving. Like the Eight of Wands is upside down. So they held the key, and they kind of like bound you into the space of believing that this is, again, with the dress power. Bound you into the space, lit it up, and made you think that's all there was. But they prevented your movement at the same time. They thought, you were thinking they gave you the keys to unlock everything. But when you got to that castle, something was off and not right. And then the regret and resentment probably started to sink in, and that's why you're feeling this right now. Or not feeling it, I should say. Okay, Libra. So, because you tried to take it forward in a strategic manner and you were told no there too. Then you tried to step into something new and you were told no there too. Okay. All right, Libra. Let's see. What more do we need to know about this feminine, masculine energy? What's gonna facilitate some expansion and growth and healing in that for Libra? What does the universe want Libra to know as far as the Five of Swords and the Moon goes? Okay. Seven of Pentacles. It's going to take a while, but if you bake it, they will eat it. Sorry, I was trying to go for Field of Dreams there. Totally fell flat. So, okay. So these showed up because they are in your sphere for opportunities, but you're rejecting them. That's what I'm getting from this. You're pushing everything away because this is your internal state. You've taken your heart out and you've followed everybody else's advice except for your own. And this is all you have to show for it. So you're inside trying to figure this out. I'm getting like you need to do something. You need to put this on a front burner. Why am I maybe you need to cook. Maybe you need to like put some heat on. Light a candle. I'm getting heat, fire, energy right here. Write some stuff down, burn it. Bake some bread, bake your cookies, bake your muffins. It's, it's Thanksgiving time. Bake some goodies to take to Thanksgiving to transmute this energy, right? We oftentimes think of this alchemy, transmutation thing as some sort of weird laboratory experiment. No, you have these powers within you. Look at this, Libra. All you're doing is telling all this energy no. You've got the Fool, the Emperor, Temperance, and the Hierophant. All you're doing is saying, not right now. Universe, not right now. That's all you're doing. You have everything that you need already within you. It's already there. It's sitting there waiting. All you got to do is pick which one you want. If you don't want this one, take this one, and this one, and put this away. Okay? Take these 3 ingredients and make something. Doesn't necessarily have to be bad. But you could pick which ones resonate with your heart. Get you back into your heart space. Get that blood pumping and throw that dress away. Okay? Whatever that means for you. I can't give you the answer to that. You have to go find it. This is why this channel is called Keepers of the Flame. You keep your own flame if you want to bake that bread. Do you want to bake some bread? You got to make your own fire. I can't give that to you. All I'm telling you is what the energies are and what your options could be. You have total and complete control over yourself. You can step into your personal sovereignty. And yes, you have every right to tell the universe, whatever you want to call this, to just hold their horses while you figure figure out your yin and your moon space, your subconscious, your cave, your sacred space, your sacred waters. You have every right to pause and do some serious self-care. And if it takes a hot minute, let it. I bake homemade bread. It's freaking phenomenal. Totally worth the wait. But it does take a hot minute. That is a day project. So maybe this is going to take a while, and that's okay. Everybody else here can stay exactly where they're at, because if you don't take care of you and find your purpose, it don't mean anything. It's just not going to mean anything. Nothing's going to come to fruition. You can take all the fool cards in the world. But if you don't bring your power, your life force energy, your sovereignty to the table, the bread is going to taste like S-H-I-T-E. Okay? So take your time, get in here, and love yourself. Okay. Seven of Swords. It's at the bottom. So either somebody's coming in to help you defend, or somebody's coming in to sabotage this. But I got the Ten of Cups here and the Four of Swords with Justice. Okay. So this dude might look like he's trying to give you an owie, but maybe he's not. So you need to use discretion. There's 10 of Cups. So depending on what this person means to you, because again, I'm not dictating the energy in this card, because he's hiding. He's hiding behind the scenes, and he's waiting to see if he needs to strike, or if he needs to defend, or if he needs to put a kibosh on your trying to get into your yin energy over here. Okay? That is for you to decide. Okay? I'm getting Four of Swords, though, at the end, and then Justice. So maybe this person is not in your best interest, but I'm getting if you just ignore him and move into a space of the heart and into what you love the most, which could mean anything. It could mean anything. I understand that she's got a baby on her back, and she's reaching back and holding someone's hand, right? And moving forward to their new home. Okay? I understand that. What I'm telling you is that everybody's view of happiness is not the same. And I wish people would understand that. I wish people would stop pushing their crap on everybody else. This is what happiness looks like, and if you don't do it, you're not going to be happy. Oh, that's so not true. That baby could be a puppy or kitty. That could be your career, and this could be a vacation for you. This could be you bringing a friend. This could be you, whatever it means to you, right? Taking care of grandma, taking care of whatever it is, right? Like, nobody gets to dictate that for you. Nobody says, hey, this has to be a dude on the other side of the chick's hand, right? Okay? You decide, Libra, what your happiness looks like, and do not deviate from it, because all it's going to get you is right here. Okay? We just got finished learning that lesson. Do not deviate from what fills your heart space. Ever. For any reason. For anyone. No matter what gets in the way. Do not deviate from what is in your heart. Because if you could just bring this energy up and meditate and just calm and relax, calm and relax. Now, it might take a hot minute to get there because you got some things to reflect on. This table is a freaking mess right now. Hot mess! But you know what? If you can bring some logic to situations like this and really understand that, oh, I've been holding the power this entire time. I have the recipe to make the bread. I have my own gateway to happiness. I don't need all these outside influences to bring me to my own heart space. I know how to get there. And I don't need to argue or defend myself. Okay? You don't. You got the Five of Wands here in reverse. So you already accepted the fact that you don't need to argue with anybody. And anybody who decides to get in your way is going to be met with something else that you don't need to have anything to do with. Okay, there's something that sees all, knows all. And if this is going on, it's not the FOK. And powers that be already know it. And yeah, that divine justice, man. Dude, when it hits hard. Especially right now. There's little to no protection for those people anymore. So whatever's happening that you can't see behind the scenes, I wouldn't worry about it. I'd stay focused on getting into your heart space and not letting anybody interrupt that process, no matter what it means, right? Because those people are going to be met with severe, horrible, karmic outcomes. Okay, so don't fret about it. Keep sovereign. Keep loving yourself. Keep loving the world. And just move forward through those energies with no fear. You don't need to be scared of people, places, things, what have you, because they don't have control over you, right? They don't. They don't. They think they do. They'd like to, but ultimately they don't. Okay. So let all of that pass by and get back into what you love. You got this, Libra. As far as I could tell, you're standing sovereign anyway, so rock it out. We're going to use the tarot deck that I handmade and see what universe would like Libra to know. Half the deck. I'm getting just this one. Okay. I am paid generously for my attention and time spent on my gifts. I do what I love. Okay, Libra. Take some time to sit in the sun. Let it warm you. Don't have any sunlight to sit in? Take a hot bath, a hot shower, add some herbs, some oils, something that brings you back into your body, back into your senses. Remember to breathe deep and just appreciate the journey. I know it might seem a little like clusterfucked right now, but like if you enjoy this process of getting back to loving yourself and knowing yourself and embodying your own energy, you're going to appreciate when you get there so much more, right? And you can access those energies at any time of the day. You can check in with yourself. How am I feeling right now? How do I feel in my body? What can I do to make myself feel better in my body today? What can I do for myself to develop that trust within myself so I feel secure in my body? Okay? I am spiritually gifted beyond my wildest dreams. I am using those gifts to help others. Yeah. Libra, when you're done putting everything on hold to heal that heart space, yeah, that Seven of Pentacles, it might take a little bit, but like you just unlocked a huge gateway to another world for yourself, and I think you need to probably bring that forward to everybody else so we can see it too. Okay, honor the you that was. Give them a kiss, give them a hug, place them in a boat, and give it a shove. Sorry, I got a little poetic while doing this. Okay. There is a light inside. It can never die. This light you see and cannot hide. This is the moment to push all fear aside. Okay, I got a bit poetic. Well, sorry. I am worthy of all great and beautiful gifts, deeds, and bonds. I accept with grace. Oftentimes, it's a huge, huge problem. Once we realize that by receiving other people's BS and taking it as gold, we begin to not want to receive, right? We begin to think to ourselves, I don't want anything you have to bring to the table because I don't know you, I don't trust you, I don't know what the hell's going on with you, but I don't want it. Take it away. Get it away from me, because the last time I accepted something nice that I thought was nice from somebody, they totally screwed it up, right? Learn to receive again. And start with yourself. Learn to receive the messages from your own body. Okay, those are also gifts from the universe, right? Learn to receive messages from yourself. Start with your body, then go with your heart, and use critical thinking when it comes to receiving messages from your mind, if you have a mindset that can be self-sabotaging. But learn to receive messages from body sensations. How do you feel in your stomach? How do you feel in your heart space? How do you feel in your head space? How do you feel in your throat? How do you feel in your butt? Whatever it is, okay? How do you feel in these moments? How do you feel around particular people? How do you feel when you walk into a particular store or a place? I know there's places that I don't visit because the lighting there annoys the crap out of me, right? So it's all about honoring those sacred powers within you that we've been basically told to numb down and shut up and not pay attention to, for whatever it is, the almighty dollar or the almighty power or the almighty whatever it is, right? But now's the time to get back into you and start establishing those bonds with your heart space, and then your heart space will start to heal again, okay? I love you, Libra. It's going to be okay, but you're a freaking warrior, champion. I have some Libra friends. They're freaking amazing, 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 amazing creatures. So if anybody can do this, a freaking Libra can. Legit. You guys are so good at just getting real and getting real with yourselves. I've heard somebody say like, oh, Libras are more surface area. They're good. They're really good at taking care of themselves and making their nail polish look pretty. I have not very many Libra placements. They're really good at that. They're really good at presentation. But in the inside, they're like keeping everything in temperance and in balance. Do you know how challenging that is for most people? Like, that's a real task. That is a freaking goddess accomplishment. Keeping that mother justice in balance, right? Letting those things come up to the surface and just kind of wibble wobble their way out. That takes a lot of fortitude and inner grace and courage. So, yeah, Libra is freaking rock, man. So you got this, Libra. I hope this helps, and I hope you have a beautiful week. Mwah, I love you.